Today I have the distinct honor to assume the chairmanship of the Monetary Council. And I do so with a sense of duty and humility, acknowledging the Council's indispensable role in the governance of our currency union and its monetary and financial stability. I wish to thank the outgoing chairman, Honourable Camila Gonzalez, for his leadership at a juncture where member countries were navigating significant challenges. His tenure came on the heels of the COVID-19 pandemic, high inflation, increased debt, and economic uncertainty, but he leaves the Eastern Caribbean currency union stable and the EC dollar strong. Let's give him a round of applause. I wish to commend Governor Antoine for his strong leadership and the ECCB management and staff for their diligent work. Let's give them a round of applause. The ECCU economy has shown resilience in the face of current global challenges. Last year, the ECCU grew by 4.5%. Anguilla led the way with an 8.2% growth rate. I'll repeat that. Anguilla led the way with an 8.2% growth rate, and the ECCU grew by 4.5%. I think if my math is correct, that's almost double. But I must say, we can only thank the hard work of the people of Anguilla and their support and confidence that has got us to this point. This growth was mostly due to tourism and construction sectors. In Anguilla, tourist arrivals are at their highest levels ever, helped by increased airlift and direct flights from the U.S. mainland. The ECCU economies are currently projected to grow around 5% by the end of this year and next year, as you heard the governor say. And we await the revised growth estimates from the bank following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The pending U.S. elections, which have us all scared, have created additional uncertainty. However, strong labor markets in the U.S. and other top tourism source markets such as Canada and Europe bode well for tourism in Anguilla and the ECCU in the near term. The Citizen by Investment programs. We know that the Monetary Council recognizes the importance of the Citizenship by Investment, or CBI, program to the development of the 5 CBI countries. The recent decisions by these member countries to standardize pricing and establish a regional regulatory regime are noteworthy and welcomed. This bodes well for the Anguilla Residency by Investment, or ARBI program, which started in 2019. While this program does not provide an Anguillan passport immediately, it allows you to reside in our beautiful paradise by investing in Anguilla. We all know that climate change is an existential threat. Increasing temperatures, rising sea levels, beach and coastal erosion, and more frequent major hurricanes threaten our lives and livelihoods. The Climate Prediction Center has forecast above normal hurricane activity in the Atlantic Basin this year. So consequently, we must ramp up our preparedness and our prayers. We must continue to invest in climate-resilient infrastructure and accelerate our transition to renewable energy. In that regard, the government of Anguilla is working with the Anguilla electricity company, Anglec, on renewable energy to not only lower carbon emissions, but to deliver to Anguillians cleaner and more affordable electricity. And Chairman Rogers is here, so you can speak to him after. We applaud the ECCB on its recent issuance of the climate risk standard to all financial institutions licensed under the Banking Act. Looking ahead, Under my chairmanship, the Monetary Council will provide strong support for the bank's execution of its core mandates. Key priorities will include the Credit Bureau. To improve the ease with which people in our region access finance, the Credit Bureau is scheduled to go live in September 2024 in Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Christopher and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Anguilla, Montserrat, and St. Lucia are expected to come on board later in the year. The Office of Financial Conduct. The establishment of an Office of Financial Conduct and Inclusion to address financial market conduct will be advanced. The recent issue of delayed debits of customers' accounts by Republic Bank for e-commerce and point-of-sale transactions and the resulting hardships experienced by affected persons underscore urgency for consumer protection. Financial institutions must be held to the highest standards and be accountable not only to regulatory bodies, but also to their customers. The relevant Banking Act amendments will be reviewed during the Monetary Council sitting today. Once approved, I urge member countries to swiftly enact. The opening of the OFC is targeted for the latter half of 2025. And as the Governor mentioned, the ease of opening bank accounts. Too many of us have been frustrated by the length of time it takes to open a bank account. The Monetary Council takes seriously the right of every citizen to participate fully in the economy and to have access to basic financial services, such as a bank account. The Council eagerly awaits the final recommendations from the Account Opening Working Group, which are due in September of this year. A regional standards setting body. Work will continue on the regional standards setting body, which will be responsible for designing and issuing standards for the non-bank financial sector across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. And the deployment of AI. AI may not offer other ECCU members the same fiscal boost that it is delivering to Anguilla with the .ai domain name registration revenue, but it offers tremendous potential to transform all of our economies. So let us leverage artificial intelligence and use it to facilitate access to banking services, credit worthiness, risk analysis, and ease of doing business. Fellow council members, regional and international partners, sisters and brothers, it was Robert Zoellick, former World Bank president, who suggested that there are many roads to prosperity, but one must be taken. Inaction leads nowhere. I concur. So let us make the next council year one of strong cooperation and collective action. Together, let us advance our agenda for the resilient prosperity of all the people of our currency union. I thank you, and may God bless you all.